Good morning, sixth graders. This is Ms. Drakeseth, and today we're going to talk about registration for next school year. So we will be talking about seventh grade registration and the classes you will be taking next school year. Students in the immersion program for seventh grade will take English, math, Spanish immersion science, immersion social studies, and Spanish reading. As you can see, it's the same courses that you have this year. You will continue with those courses next year in seventh grade. All other students in seventh grade will take an English class, math class, science class, and next year you'll have life science, social studies. Everyone will take reading again, and some of you will have the option to take a global language, which we will be talking about. So on your registration form, you will be able to select global language, and the options for that will be Spanish or French, like we currently have already. Students whose reading, MAP scores, and MCA scores meet standards will be able to choose a global language. And just like this year, if you can take global language, you'll have 1 semester of reading and 1 semester of the global language you selected. Students who do not meet standards on their reading MAP and MCA tests will take a year-long reading course. And this is to help you develop your reading skills, so hopefully in the future then you can take a global language class. Your grade level counselor, who is me, Ms. Drakeseth, will review all reading test scores to determine if you've met standards. Because class placement is determined by MAP and MCA scores, it is very, very important that you always try your best on these tests. I can't stress that enough. Always try your best when you take MAP and MCA tests. Otherwise, you're going to end up in a class that doesn't fit you. It's going to be too easy. It's going to be too hard. It's just not going to be a good fit for you. So it's really important that you always try your best when you take your MAP and your MCA tests. Another part of your registration form that you'll need to complete is picking your music class. Just like in sixth grade, the seventh grade music options for students are band, orchestra, choir, and the combination class is band, choir, or orchestra, choir. It is important to make a good decision when choosing your music class because you will not be able to drop part of a combined music class midway through the year. So, for example, if you picked band choir and you decided halfway through the year that you wanted to drop choir and just focus on band, you won't be able to do that. Once you pick band choir or orchestra choir, you're going to be committed to that class for the entire school year. So it is important for you to think about how busy your schedule is and what you can commit to for an entire school year. Students that choose a single instrumental section may be able to drop music at the end of first semester, but that's only if space allows. So again, make sure that you're really thinking through what your music class is that you want to take because you're most likely going to be committed to it for the entire school year. Often we have students that want to join band or orchestra who have no experience up to this point, and you will not be able to do that without a private lesson and an audition. Unfortunately, we don't offer a beginning band or orchestra class at Plymouth Middle School. All the students and classmates that you have who are in those classes have been taking band or orchestra since 5th grade, and we don't have a beginning class to get you caught up to speed. So you would need to have private lessons to make sure that you're at the same level as your classmates that are currently in those classes. If you decide, some of you will decide that you don't want to take music, then you would be placed in other allied arts classes instead of a music class. The allied arts classes offered in 7th grade are almost the same as 6th grade. We have music, physical education or Phy-Ed. What's new next year is you'll have health class, and then we'll have art, tech ed, FACS, which is family and consumer science. As most of you know, we offer extended math class at Plymouth Middle School, and some students will be placed in an extended math class in place of allied arts classes. Students who have not met standards on their math MAP test or their math MCA test will take an extended math class. This is to help provide extra math support and help you meet those standards in the future. Again, because class placement is determined by MAP and MCA scores, it is important, very important, that you always try your best on these tests. Your grade level counselor, Ms. Dragsup, which is me, will review your math test scores to determine if you have met standards. So just like I review your reading scores, I will also review your math test scores. And I want you to know, just because you were in extended math in 6th grade doesn't mean you will be in extended math for 7th grade. Just because you were not in extended math in 6th grade does not mean you will not be in extended math for 7th grade. Each year we review those scores, and if you meet standards and have been in extended math in 6th grade, then we'll take you out of it for 7th grade. If in 6th grade you're struggling with math, we can place you in extended math for 7th grade. How do I register for 7th grade? You will register for your classes online this year. This is something new we're trying. This is new to all of us to do online registration. Your advisory teacher will give you a paper copy of information about your classes and instructions on how to complete your registration form online. Please follow those instructions provided to you by your advisory teacher. These instructions will walk you through how to register online. You will need to fill out the parent verification form with your parent or guardian and return that to your advisory teacher a week from today. So the deadlines for registration. The online registration portal will be open starting at 3 p.m. today and will be open through February 3rd. Please complete registration during this time. Remember, you're going to return your parent verification form to your advisory teacher next week on February 4th. Now, some of you may have some technical difficulties when trying to complete your online registration form. Don't worry about that. Your advisory teacher will help you next week. In advisory, complete your registration form. But most of you should be able to do it at home on your Chromebook with your parent there to help you complete that registration form. If you have any questions, you can always ask me, the counselor, or you can ask your advisory teacher. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.